welcome back to the Mayor's Hour, Jack. We're at it once again.
I think so,
Yeah.
and this is pretty exciting. I mean, where we are right now is pretty exciting. It's generated a little bit of news here in the past couple of days.
It has indeed, and this is a great Ybor City and Tampa success story. What's so exciting for me, Jack, and I know for you, because you have been an aficionado of Ybor City for as long as I've known you.
Oh yeah, former alcalde.
Alcalde, and that's mayor in Spanish, for those of you who don't speak Spanish like me.
And I.
Jack is the only West Virginia alcalde de Ybor City.
The only hillbilly alcalde ever.
Which shows you how diverse Ybor City is.
Yes.
And what we're going to talk about today is not only the diversity of the culture, but also the diversity of the economy.
Yeah.
And what we have seen here in Ybor City is a renaissance, if you will, of new businesses, technology-driven businesses that have established a home here in Ybor City, established a footprint, because not only is the workforce available to them, but there's that cutting-edge flavor to Ybor City that makes it so special.
Oh yeah, and again, as we said earlier, you've just got the great blend, and you talk about a blend of new and old. I mean, it doesn't get any newer than what we're looking at today, and it doesn't get any older in these parts than Ybor City. It's just great.
And I've got to tell you a funny story. The building that we are sitting in right now, and I've told the CEO about this story, was at one time my campaign headquarters.
Really?
Now, it was an unsuccessful campaign, so I am hoping that he does better than I did in that race. But it was also the campaign headquarters for Betty Castor, for Alex Sink. Although the rats that were in the building, I don't think are here right now. You have done a much better renovation of this building, but I'm certain that the bad luck that I had will not be transferred to the building. It is not haunted.
I think they're already off to a much better start than you and Alex had out of this building.
Well, you heard us talk about the company a little bit earlier. I'd like to introduce you to the CEO of this company, Mr. Timothy Roberts. He is an entrepreneur. He is a serial entrepreneur, which for those of you out there who are not technology-driven folks, it is somebody who spends his life creating companies, creating opportunities. Sometimes they succeed, sometimes they don't, but every day he gets up trying to build a company with a new idea, with a new technology. He has done it once again. It's an exciting story for this community. We read about it in the newspaper yesterday about the growth of this company. Tell us about what you do here. Tell us what this is. Explain to Jack and I, and a lot of folks out there who are like Jack and I, what exactly do you do?
So simply put, we're an e-commerce company, and so we provide e-commerce solutions to any company that wants to be able to sell digital or physical goods online or through devices. And basically, there's a real disruption going on in the marketplace worldwide in almost every industry. So there's a convergence happening between broadcast syndicates like NBC and cable companies like Comcast and retailers like Walmart and e-tailers like Amazon and digital providers like iTunes, and social networks like Facebook, where all of those technologies or services are rolling into one platform, and that is Savtira. And so if you think of us as the next generation cable company or the next generation NBC, that's what we do. We provide a platform for you to put TV or radio or ebooks, audiobooks, any digital content, video games, business software, and then also combine that with physical goods and social tools. So we enable our distribution partners, for example, a sports authority or Newegg or a large distribution platform marketing company that needs new technology to be able to compete, and we can enable them to get to market very quickly.
Just to clarify a little bit again, because a couple of Luddites here. Let's say I've got a company, Buckhorn/Harris Enterprises or something like that, and we're selling widgets, and we want to get into the new age, and we come to you. What specifically do you do for the B&H widget company here?
So we're a horizontal approach to the market and also vertical. So it's pretty interesting because we have the ability to touch every dollar of revenue. And the horizontal is pretty simple. We have a catalog of digital and physical goods. And so if you already have a platform and you're already an e-tailer and you want to augment your physical goods catalog and add our digital catalog to yours, you can just tie into our catalog and increase your top line revenues by having a broader offering to your audience. We also have a platform. That platform is Web 3.0. It solves the broken shopping cart problem, meaning that the platform was built to sell both physical and digital in one transaction, which is the major problem in the industry today. And then it's cloud-based, which is the most proprietary thing we do. And cloud is really neat because businesses in the past used to buy their software licenses and pre-install them on machines. Today you have access to an enormous library of tools, and you don't need a $8,000 computer anymore to run them because all the video processing is being done in the cloud. So now any thin device like a smartphone or a tablet can run the most extensive CAD/CAM program that used to take an $8,000 computer. So what that does for education and for for businesses to reduce money and have a broader offering of tool sets for their employees, and for consumers to be able to have the ability to access all of their media, whether it be video games or music or movies, from the cloud, from any device, whether you're in your connected car or you're at a McDonald's at a media table, or you're on your smartphone or computer TV or your computer browser. You can access anything you want, so you're no longer tied or tethered to one specific device, and it's global, so you can go anywhere in the world. So no longer, I don't know if you saw Ford announce last week, but there's no more CD players going in cars. There's a reason why CDs, just like 8-track tapes, are a thing of the past.
Yeah.
You don't need physical media anymore. It's gone, that business model. So it's really disruptive because that impacts a lot of industries that have to quickly shift and change because they were doing in-store merchandising or packaging of physical goods or distribution. And so there's a lot of industries that are scrambling right now trying to figure out. And so what we do is we go to those industries and quickly enable them to have a new digital strategy and business model to compete.
Well, these days I'd be happy if you could get people to just stop hacking my Facebook page.
We can talk about that.
Talk to us about Ybor City. I mean, why Ybor City?
So Ybor, one of the things that being a serial entrepreneur like I've been, I've created thousands of jobs, I've created billions of dollars worth of companies in my past, and much of the internet infrastructure as we know it. And the thing that I really liked about Ybor was, the talent and the diversity of the talent. We have Brazilians, we have people from Puerto Rico, so as a global company we can get a lot of human capital, and also it's fun for them. So this is an eclectic area with a lot of restaurants and movie theaters and nightlife, and it's also within walking distance of downtown and Channelside, and so it's a really great area with lower income housing. And our employees make an average income of about $81,000 a year.
Much higher than the average.
We're at 72 employees, so it's a snowball effect to really enhance it. And I look at it as kind of a canvas that we can paint, because you can actually see what we're doing, the impact that it has on the city, just by looking at the economic development. So we're already noticing the difference. I'll sit at a restaurant in Ybor and notice 20 of our employees walking down the street from different places. So it's really fun, and I think Ybor creates that innovation and the creativity, and we're aiming to keep the company very innovative, like a Facebook or a Google, and I think Ybor is the perfect place to do that.
What's your background? Where are you from?
I'm originally from St. Louis. My father was an executive at Anheuser-Busch, and so I have pretty strong roots in St. Louis.
We used to have one of those kind of places up here.
And I had a taste of Tampa when he was involved with building the Busch Gardens here, and so I always had fond memories of Tampa, and I was a little nervous coming here because I didn't really know if the human capital was as abundant as St. Louis, and I've been pleasantly surprised. It seems not only is it's more entrepreneurial and innovative and creative, and everybody in our company is like family, so it's really been a great experience, and couldn't be happier.
You created two other very successful companies, Savvas and Intira, and I'm assuming Savtira is an amalgam of those. Where did those names come from, just out of curiosity?
Sav stood for savvy, and Savtira was just, we were looking for a unique domain name, but I merged the two names because truly I've been kind of saving it in my backlog for the final frontier, and this is it. It's a culmination of my life's work and really the magnum opus that I've been working towards my whole life. So when I started, I really couldn't see that there was an end to the start, but it's a linear. Looking back, I can see all the pieces that I've built have all tied together to, really advance the internet to be able to deliver audio and video, and now, basically build a new operating system for consumers, and where you no longer need to go to Windows. All your tools are on a new platform where you can access your community and all your store to buy physical and digital, and you can start your applications from the cloud. And so it's really exciting times. It's really, I've been waiting for this, and kind of the last indicator that it's truly here is that TV is now moving to the internet. And so in the next 12 months you're going to see that not only with 4G and 3G wireless technology, you have broader access to broadband speeds. With low orbital satellites, now you can reach broadband in area third world countries that you couldn't reach before. So the market's actually growing, so you can penetrate much deeper population worldwide. And so it's really just really exciting for me, because it's the convergence that I've been working towards for 22 years. So.
Well, tell us real quickly, we have about a minute left in this segment. You made an announcement yesterday about future expansion plans. Tell us real quickly what that involves.
So, conservatively, we're, projecting that we'll be at 265 employees in the next 18 months, but the reality is that per our pipeline, it's almost absurd how much revenues opportunity we have in the pipeline right now. And so, we could grow much greater than that, to 1,000 to 2,000 employees, which is where the legacy incumbent e-commerce providers are. So, we really see this as not only a major impact for Ybor, but for all of downtown Tampa. And it's like I said, it's a snowball effect, because it helps everybody. And you guys have just been phenomenal to work with. And talking about government support, tax incentives are great, but if you make it to that, it's kind of a golden carrot out there. But what really is nice is getting the PR and the exposure, because it helps get our message out there and create a lot of business opportunities and bring a lot of new employees into the company. And so it's really helpful, and we appreciate all your support.
It's great. We're really excited about you being here. This is, as we've talked about, this is the next iteration of Ybor City. And if you read Richard Florida and the rise of the creative class and the types of workers that we want to employ, and certainly for the last year and a half, I've talked about how we transitioned from an old economy to a new economy. This is the new economy right here. This is it. And these are the kinds of jobs that my kids will come home to someday. And kids and your son will come and find an opportunity here that warrants the education that we've given them. And so I'm really excited about this, Tim. This is a great day for Tampa. We're going to come back in just a little bit with Jason Woody, who's the CEO of the Lion's Eye Institute. They are doing some amazing transplant technology here also in Ybor City. Joining this great company is one of our emerging technology centers. We're excited about it, Jack, and we'll be right back.
Thanks, Bob.